All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Made in Abyss, Season 2, Episode 12, the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
God, yeah, the last time we went to a Made in Abyss finale, it broke our hearts, it broke everything.
Yep, our
but
souls
thankfully, oh shit.
What?
Oh shit, this is a long one.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
a long one.
Oh,
no,
fuck.
y'all. Oh no.
Oh,
it's
God.
happening again.
Oh, no.
It's again, Jacob.
I was gonna say,
it's again.
God damn it.
I didn't
God
look.
fucking
Oh
damn
no.
it. I was gonna say, I was like, but with the stuff that's happened, you know, like, yeah, last episode was absolutely beautiful, but how's this gonna go? Because, like, Voiko got taken by Wazukyan way down below, and, like, we didn't even touch on that, right? Like that we're very much busy with stuff up top, but it's like, how do you resolve everything in the one episode? You make it double length. Okay.
And thankfully it's not 6 minutes. It looks like it's 42 minutes or something.
47.
Oh, it is 47. Okay, so it's a full double feature.
Oh boy.
Well, shit.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's Made in Abyss' style to do it.
I mean, hey, I do.
I'm happy for more content.
I'm happy for more content, and I do think that, famous last words, that most of the trauma is done. I think this is actually going to be a win episode.
Yes, I actually think you're right, but in another way, you're wrong in that it's not all over.
Right, it's definitely going to be
At least in this
bittersweet,
season, of course.
But like comparatively to some of the stuff that we've gotten so far, we're not getting, you know, infant cannibalism. We're not getting elevators. You know, like we're probably going to get some sad stuff with people dying, and then whatever Wazukyan shit is being.
Well, Wazukyan shit is going to be in this episode.
But I think this episode is actually going to go really well. All things considered.
Yeah, all things considered, I agree. I do think that we're going to see some application of wishes, haku, and sacrificing for those things. So, this is going to be your moment, Nanachi and Riko.
Yep.
You two are going to need to pull some major clutch stuff here. And I believe in you both. But yeah, Faputa.
It's good to have you with us again, sort of, in whatever degree that you are able to right now that you have the memories and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Oh! Okay.
All right. Let's go.
Got a flaming sword.
Yep.
Führer. Oh.
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 Shinzo Sasageo.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, let's get that OP.
Yep. Gold.
That's cool. And the part of her fur is starting to turn gold. Okay.
Yeah. Found them sleeping in there. Oh, how she found him. Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Cleaning you off.
And so
Well,
she
brought
slowly
him stuff
repaired and
to-
fixed him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Haku.
Yep, there it is. Oh, and then the other one, this is gonna have this plus the little circle for like people and stuff. Yeah, there's Haku. Oh. Oh. No, no. Ah. What is this? Oh. Yeah. Ooh. I am a sucker for this kind of shit.
Yep. And this one.
Wow.
Okay.
Hmm. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. Actually killing it. And just hopping over to the next one. Oh. Oh. Hey.
All right.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that mastermind is.
There he is.
So where's Voiko?
Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. That wasn't what she was asking. Oh, okay, here we go. Hmm. Yeah. It's all... Oh. The process? Ah. In some ways, that's what Haku is, you know? Accumulation of wishes, you know? Oh, dang. Wow.
Okay.
I had him pegged wrong.
Same. Well, I think Fapu just cleaned up the stuff upstairs.
Oh. We gotta keep going down.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! Yeah!
Awesome.
Oh! Look at all these friends. Alright, well, they're building up our hope here.
Yep.
Realizing our dreams before despair, you know?
It's gonna be great. It's all gonna go wonderfully.
Oh,
Where are you going?
Is she ascending? I guess the force field.
Hasn't gotten in yet.
Yeah.
Right, 'cause she didn't want to go down anyways.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Irumyui. Oh, this adventure. This whole adventure. Oh. I like how we're going around and catching everybody up. Because it's almost like they're about to set up a big launching forward of the story, but in order to do that, we need to be exactly sure of where everyone's at emotionally and everything. So I'm like, oh. Oh.
Yeah.
She's turning.
Yeah.
Oh. 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 You've been human this whole time, yeah. Oh. Oh! Yeah, you can see it coming in. This one's got all the wounds and everything.
Yep.
Oh, she's inside it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're gonna die. Oh! Wait, yeah. Yeah. That distrust. Oh. Oh, we got a signal.
Oh.
Nice. Oh, shit. She's got one of the arms.
Yeah,
She's gonna awaken it specifically. Okay.
All right, pop off, Reg.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Oh, this music.
Oh, shit.
Choke a bitch. Let's go.
All right.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Okay, okay.
All right.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. Oh. Shit.
Gotcha.
Oh.
No way. That's gonna be enough. Oh. And then he grapples one of them, knocks it off. And then
I think
has
he
it
just
fall.
used the friction.
Oh,
I think
okay.
he just used the friction. Holy shit.
All right.
That's some Bridge of Khazad-dûm shit here.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right.
I think it might be time to go.
Yeah. Ha-ha-dee. Oh. Oh my god, the music! Oh. She wanted family? Like
I don't know.
Or was it something even completely different? Little pieces of Beloff, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh.
All right.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Hell yeah, Reg, let's go!
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Freely given little bits of value, yeah. Oh.
Oh shit. The gas that was inside him.
Oh. Just feed on me. There you go.
Yep.
Yep. Oh. Okay. Yeah, yeah. They did it. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh. She transformed while inside the costume suit as well, so it's... Because Ma couldn't exist outside the village, yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yep. Turns even junk into gold. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay, thank you. No more suffering, Jesus. I mean, it is a fleshy village, so yeah. Oh? You're gonna draw the little thing, the symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Coming with us.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon, shut the fuck up! You can't do this right now! But we can start over. Right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Brushka. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right. Right. Whoa.
Okay.
I was just taken on a journey. All right, y'all, we got ourselves another perfect masterpiece of a finale for a season of Made in Abyss. I very much like that we didn't go the route of season one's finale.
Yep.
This one was so much more beautiful, so much more tragic, and yet it didn't have the horrific suffering attached with it because of the beauty of a family coming back together in this moment where Faputa didn't know about Voiko, and then in these final moments she gets to reconnect with the closest person to her mother. Yeah, her mother's mother, exactly. And even though we had the unfortunate situation of Voiko basically ending everything by ascending the stairs to then, it be influenced by the curse.
Right.
And it being a very painful, horrific transformation, the show almost held back in that regard to make sure that they could have their final moments together be one of connecting and sharing the love that they both had for Inamui, and that's just so beautiful. That's why I love these kinds of fantasy shows, y'all. It is so powerful.
This finale felt like it was and not just this finale. Like, I feel like this finale is a great showcase and sort of dotting the I's and crossing the T's of Made in Abyss and what it's about, in that it's not really about the plot. Like not really.
Yeah, it's all an adventure.
It's all an adventure, and along the way on this wonderful, haunting, horrible but beautiful journey, we see the humanity of all of these different people, regardless of what form they may take.
Right. Yeah.
As they just deal with all of the stuff that the abyss gives them, basically. And it's weird because the entire episode, I just felt like it was like an emotional experience, and yet I found myself not really thinking or even being concerned with the details of what would come next.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Not that I didn't
We're
care,
in
but it's
trance,
it's
Yeah.
right. We're watching something unfold. It's like it's a painting in motion, but I'm not talking visually, right?
Right, the emotion of it.
Exactly. It's not about analyzing the technical aspects. It's about just experiencing it.
Letting it wash over you, yeah.
Letting it wash over you, yeah. And in that sense, it feels weird almost to discuss it because I feel like, discussing it, that's something that where we use words and
we reduce it.
and logic and exactly and quantifiable, measurable, things in order to try and get at what this was, and this was fundamentally something that defies that, right?
Yeah, it was an intense emotional human connection displayed for us, and showing how the fulfilling of wishes and dreams came about via a symphony of voices and wills and dreams and desires. And even though there was a beautiful wishing, or not a wish, a beautiful dream being fulfilled here, Wazukian was right. The despair was that Voiko would ultimately suffer and die and not carry not carry forth in this adventure.
Well, the final middle finger that I'll give to Wazukian is, hey, if you can see the future, why do you need to take her down? Now maybe, it's how far could he really see ahead? Okay, maybe he was coming up to the end of what he could actually see.
Yeah, I think there was an element that was really improved by the story by not going into detail as to how much he could see.
Yep.
The only thing he went into detail here was that he had come to a point where he was no longer able to see that much further. And I think that wasn't just because he was dying. I think that was because he knew that the end was coming, and his general stuff that he would get was actually so far flung that he wasn't seeing things in the next minute or two. He was always seeing things that were far ahead,
right?
And they were vague impressions. And this is there's nothing ahead for you. You're going to die. So a lot of this he maybe didn't see. He just reacted thinking, oh, well, Voiko can't die. I know Voiko has to end up reconnecting with Faputa.
Right.
And if Faputa's in a rage right now and there's monsters coming through,
she'll kill her.
The safest place that I can
right. Especially since Faputa didn't even know about Voiko.
Yeah. And in some ways, I like the idea that Wazukian's doing all of this ultimately to set up Faputa a little bit. Like, he is trying to keep not the village safe in some ways, but he was trying to give everybody, including himself, the chance at basically going beyond humans so that they could reach that culmination, that accumulation. And this was it. Faputa accumulated everything.
Yep.
All of it was crystallized, fulfilled,
and
gold,
much of it freely given.
I love the way in which they took the horrific aspect of the children being eaten before to now have the children of Mother being freely fed. They're choosing to feed themselves back to the image, the crystallization, the fulfillment of Mother's Haku. There was this beautiful exchange going along here where, in the same way that death is about, the elements returning back to their decomposed pieces that then they can eventually be reformed back into life, and that's the cycle. Death in this world is something that isn't so final because of the nature of the abyss and how it ends up forming these creations that can go about and carry forth essentially the will of these people, because anybody that's made it this far kind of in some ways has the same wish to go on an adventure, to carry forth, to see new things, to go together. And Faputa gets to do all that, and now she's free. She doesn't have to go deeper.
Nope.
Literally, she is the master of the abyss in a lot of ways. She's immune to the curse and all of its effects. She's got an immortal body. She's strong. She has people that, you know, care about her, that are there. She can decide to go up. She can decide to go down. Yeah. And so this whole accumulation has now led to one being that is free. And yeah, maybe the justice in this is that those that did this directly to Mother, they don't get to go with Faputa. They weren't eaten by Faputa. They were ended, and their life is done. And even in a sad way, I like that Faputa decided to bury Voiko.
Yeah.
Because she wouldn't want to take that
from her mother.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. It's there were a lot of details about this that I really liked. The fact that yes, all of these hollows would have died with the place coming down anyways.
Yes.
So it's not like the beauty of them giving themselves to Faputa would have still been there, but then it would have been like, wait, but you guys could, you know, maybe live, right? Like
right. Because I forgot about that as well.
Yep.
It wasn't a fully realized thing until Ma just disappeared, and you were like,
just gone.
Oh fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
So the fact that Rico gave the little thing to her right at that moment, it was like Ma realizing, oh,
better late than never.
Thank you so much. You gave me a family. You gave me that connection here. And
And now in a not as literal of a way as Prushka, they have something of Ma that they can carry with them to make sure that she is remembered. And but then also the other detail that really just stood out to me was Voiko not realizing that she was turning because of the ascension through the abyss.
Right.
That reminded me of all my favorite anime characters not realizing that they've been crying this whole time until they see the tears, but like times a million. Because it's all of a sudden I'm turning. I guess I was still human after all. Like
that.
Fuck.
That'll fuck you up.
That can be looked at from the metaphysical standpoint of her own value of herself, right? After everything that happened. But also just from a very literal standpoint of she was in a pit of darkness for, however long.
Her little warm pit of darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
Really gave her companionship and connection and thus value.
Right. But she had no way of knowing whether or not she had been turned into a hollow as well, right?
Or just lost her humanity. It mirrors perfectly the way in which she started in the beginning of the show in a pit of darkness, feeling less than human with the way she was treated.
Yep.
And then here.
Yeah. And so it was absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
And none of the horrific things that happened in this episode felt like the horror of them was being focused on, right?
Yes.
Even when Faputa devoured the other villagers and stuff. Nope, you didn't show any of it. All that we got is just at the end there's some blood on the ground and Faputa's there and they're not, right?
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, there's this element of something where I feel like we've been numbed a little bit because of Made in Abyss's, horrifying aspects, but I also feel like this season really leaned into the beauty of this world. Right. Even though a lot of the things that'll just be happening if you were to write them out on paper.
Yeah.
That's disturbing.
Oh yeah,
and
we're
horrifying.
gonna watch a young girl walk up some stairs and have her flesh melt and slaw off herself. In slow motion and everything. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds like it'd be pretty horrifying. But in this, it's definitely emotional as all hell. But
but not
horrifying.
Right, the way they took one line and suddenly it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's so much beauty in this show, and I think this is the quintessential reason why fantasy world building is so important, because it's utilized as a tool to accent the strength and emotion of your characters.
Yeah.
And Made in Abyss serviced the characters beautifully with its own world building.
Could not have
in
wished
this
for
episode.
more.
Yeah,
Like
fabulous stuff.
Like it, and even the thing of like Faputa leaving, right? A lot of the times when I'm like going through a story, you know, and there's a character that I really enjoy or something like that, and it's the go with us, you know, like continue being part of the cast, right? Yeah. Don't get suddenly killed off because the cast is already too big or whatever, right? You know, there will be these things where it won't go the way that you hope it would happen, and the reasons for it don't hold up in my mind, right?
Oh, sure.
You know, where it's done specifically just to cause the feelings of sadness or whatever, right?
The
Because
author drew a name out of a hat and was like, okay, I guess you're dying, you know?
yeah, or just it would really fit and be narratively beautiful for this to happen, but I'm not going to do that so that way there's the feeling of, loss or something, right?
Yeah, sure.
No. Faputa, yes, it would have been wonderful if Faputa went with them, right? Theoretically, Faputa could decide, right?
But she's emotionally...
She's had a lot happen, right? And it absolutely
wild.
Right, it absolutely makes sense for her to not go with them, and I could even see it being a happy ending of sorts for her not go with them.
Yeah.
Right? Because she's
free.
She's free. It's the okay, now who are you gonna be, right?
Choose your own value.
Yeah, exactly. You did your duty, right? You know, your mom has been set free. So now the world is your oyster, right? What are you gonna do? You know, maybe she only decides to follow after them 10 years later when all of the rest of them have died or whatever, right? You know, because of the craziness of the abyss and stuff. But who cares?
Yeah.
I would still find that to be an absolute 100% win. You know, not less than or whatever because she didn't go with them.
Yeah.
So I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like this sets up beautifully for season 3. And awesome. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
I love the imagery that they've used in this episode to show the beauty of things, the way the light is used as they're, outside of the village. They've come out of the darkness. They're free. But the dazzling, like, Evangelion-style star or cross kind of crystallization, if you will, coming forth from Faputa, showing that, even this far down, even this far deep, even with this much despair, this is how beautiful this world can be. Well, and how, yeah.
Crazy thought. I don't think this is necessarily literally mechanically implied, right? But thematically, I love it.
Yeah.
One of the things that we know about Faputa is that she has been given 3 of the wish eggs, basically, right? Maybe this is showcasing that she is now able to form a wish of her own, right?
Right now she's doing it.
Yeah, because she's free. You know, right? Like this is the beginning of her new life, right? She's not bound by anything, so of course, whatever wish she wants, and it is an earnest one, right?
Yeah. Oh, I'd love that. I also love the idea as well of the quest complete kind of feeling that this arc gives us, where it's so all along, this was Faputa's quest journey.
Yep.
That's why it's all completely washed away. And we've kind of been reset back to the place we were before.
Yeah.
But Faputa is the part that's been forever changed. Like, obviously, Reg's gotten a lot more connected with his memories and his past.
Yep.
Nanachi has gotten some closure with Mitty in a very unique way. Riko has had some really cool stuff with Prushka. Interacting with more hollows. She's learned a tremendous amount. But Faputa is in some ways a point of reference to how the abyss could change in some ways, not just the characters within it, but she's a representation of the world building and the effects that the characters we have been following have on that world. And given that we had such a happy ending here, despite it being one of, mass death, mass death, this is the kind of ending that's a happy ending in Made in Abyss. So
yeah, and I want to highlight what you said to commend the show for doing this, because it is very difficult to introduce a location, a set of characters, whatever, right? And then have them basically have their story get resolved, and then have the greater story move on from them, and have all literal traces, of it basically be wiped away completely. We have no, and that's usually why you have the character that then continues to travel with the main character, the main cast, the party, or whatever.
They're the representation of
that. They're the representation
of that. That's what Prushka is, really.
Right, that's what Prushka is, yeah. And yet this season managed to do that in a way that didn't feel tarnished, because we don't have a concrete tie, back to that. Like, yes, Prushka's been transformed and, things like that. But but we don't really, and yet I feel I don't need it.
Right. I think the best way to say it is that from a structure standpoint, there's a couple things about the previous arc from this that you can draw as a contrast to show that the creator kind of rebooted our expectations of what this show could be.
Right.
I guess in some ways, a way to describe it is that there was fundamental understanding of the Abyss in a much more not spiritual, but kind of an esoteric way, yet it was fundamental, that was established here, that has not been established really prior to this point. And thus, we as the viewer have had our perspective on the Abyss and the show as an extension changed.
Yes.
And yet, like you're saying, we did reset most everything back to zero.
Yep.
We're just one more layer complete, basically.
Right.
So if we can follow up on that into the next season. A progression of the main cast and how they're going to apply this knowledge and this new perspective. There's some really cool things they can do specifically with Rico that I'm very excited about because of the thematic things with regards to not just mothers specifically, but wishes, and how Rico has kind of been bearing the wish of a mother that set her on this path, this duty, if you will.
Right.
And yet you can tell that Rico's almost in some ways bearing more of it than even her mother would want. Like, her mother would want her to be freely choosing this adventure on her own. And even though Rico has, of course, there's that little bit of it that's not fully resolved, like that little bit in there that they could explore, given this arc as a kind of a, not a foreshadowing, but kind of a thematic reestablishing of what the show can focus on. Because I feel like the Nanachi focus stuff was on a much more specific angle of the Abyss and the world and the themes.
The first season, I feel like was a pretty balanced mix of the beauty and the horror, right? Even if the horror is maybe the thing that's easier to remember, right? In hindsight, because it's such a visceral thing.
Yeah, it's the beginning of the story.
Right.
Yeah.
With the movie, I feel like that one lost sight of some of the beauty aspects of the show.
Well, we went into hell. We went into the pits of what human beings can do.
Right. So it made sense from a logical standpoint of like elements in the world and all that sort of things.
Right, because it's the finale to season 1, really. I mean, like season 1 doesn't have the
right. It's season 1 set up Best Dad, and then the movie dealt with Best Dad.
Yeah.
But I feel like this goes to show that the creator of Made in Abyss knows why Made in Abyss is and can be so wonderful, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with the horror elements. They're there, but this feels like an evolution and a next stage of all of the stuff that we got previously until now. And so whereas with this season, there was this part of me at the beginning that was trepidatious because it's the one, I know I'm probably going to, be mutilated emotionally, but it's also the, oh God, that was really intense. I don't want to just watch a show where it's just that, because I'd, kind of forgotten about the happier stuff from the first season. And then we get this and it's like, yeah, no,
Okay.
don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm taking you to places that you will be in awestruck wonder of, while at the same time, maybe needing
a little,
some
a little bit of
emotional aftercare once it's done.
Yeah. But also Wazukan's promise looming forward of, and with the dream fulfilled, despair could come after. And I mean, we are headed into the potentially the first layer where there is zero info. And I mean,
that's true.
Zero info.
That is very true.
We are headed into the true unknown of the abyss. And that's a very exciting thing to happen directly after such a brilliant, beautiful display of light and hope and dreams and wishes and all that, despite all the death and horror.
Right.
But
so
if you head into the unknown after that, that's where freedom lies, but it's also where
things can get even worse. Yeah.
Well,
and yet
the abyss.
My personal take on that Wazukyan, set of final words is that that is still a very happy thing to think about.
Yes.
From within the context of Made in Abyss and the way that these characters approach things in the world that they're in, the despair is part of it. Right?
Yes.
It's not something it's not something to be scared of. It's not something to be to shy away from. It's something to be accepted.
And
right?
that's what makes Riko so special, is that
Exactly.
she's like, "Oh, I'm so glad I came here. I'm so glad I'm here. Yeah. Yeah, this was amazing." And the fact that Nanachi and Reg are like, "We went through all that shit. Oh my God, you're incredible." Like in some ways, Riko maybe had it easier than the two of them did.
Oh yeah, I would think so. She definitely took a back seat for this season, and I think that worked, because like she's gotten a lot of focus before this season, so having it be more of
it's probably because literal next arc is going to be much more focused on her. I'm
say that
right now.
I mean, there is that whole thing with her mom, so
Yeah. But y'all,
beautiful stuff.
Made in Abyss pulls out another 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Just,
Yep.
And I'll have to wait, 4 or 5 more years before we can let the manga catch, or the manga get ahead, so that the anime can then catch back up to it.
So here's a question for you. Final question for this discussion, for me at least. This episode and the previous episode, which do you like more?
Well, this one's not even close. The thing is, I actually like episode 10.
Ooh.
Like a stupid amount. Like,
okay.
I love episode 10 so much. I like the previous one for sure, but I feel like it's more just that the last 5 episodes in general have just been flawless.
Yeah.
But I really love episode 10 especially. Episode 10 I might even like more than this one, because there's a couple things in this that are pacing wise, taking advantage of the fact that it's a 2-parter.
Right. And
that's okay.
We're wrapping up the season, so
Right. But I feel like it's weird. Episode 10s in general of Made in Abyss are
rather memorable.
Pretty dang good. But I think episode 10 might be my favorite episode of Made in Abyss. I'm not sure.
Gotcha.
This is really good, but this is built upon all the.
It's choosing between.
This is building upon. This is built upon all the scaffolding of the previous, season, basically. So it kind of has that recency and also capitulation, the accumulation bias, if you will. But my wish is just that Made in Abyss keeps getting more seasons.
Yes.
I could definitely tell in this season as well that there were some things that felt like they were clever censoring almost in a way where things could have been darker, but they chose not to. And we're praising the show for kind of focusing on the beauty, but I'll bet you anything that there's a lot of it that was also no, in the manga it was more was more focused on. Right. And it's not a creator decision as more it is an adaptation decision.
Yes, although I will say that is a good thing to keep in mind, that I could totally see it being that, but that does not mean it is discredited, because
No, I'm not discrediting.
No. I'm not saying that you were in the same way that Prushka was able to be refined by the Hollows of the Village, right? A good adaptation at its best is also bringing refinement to the work of passion that in situations like these are from, at the very at its core, a creator with people helping them out, right? So
yeah, it's not a one-to-one thing. I feel like the best adaptations are not one-to-one,
right?
Straight things there. They always cut off 1% or something like
Exactly.
that.
And
that's
highlight other
necessary.
things like you with the amazing fucking music that
The
the show
music
has.
just blew my mind. I think there were some songs in here that I didn't initially like on like their first thing there because they were just so different, and then they kept building and going, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine, you won me over. I would love to listen to the soundtrack for this
Yes.
anime
Yes.
lot, but all right, y'all. Don't know what's going to be next, but we're going to be doing a very unique thing after Made in Abyss. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of movies and OVAs and stuff. They'll be going in a specific order so that we can end up picking up the next season of anime after a few smaller one-piece, little piece stories get focused on. Because there's a lot of little things that we haven't been able to react to.
Yep.
That have either been little end caps to previous seasons of anime that we really liked, or movies that are going to set up the, next step of the canon story of whatever anime that is. So if you want to see the first of those right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Roll Let's Play on Twitch right now. And yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
Next time.